Hey, what's up everybody? Back again with another pickups video. And I know the other pickups video was not that long ago, but recently I've been out looking for games for other people. And, you know, when you're out looking for games, you always run into stuff that you want. So I found a bunch of stuff. So, got a lot of pickups. So, yeah. I've got... First, I'll start with some current gen stuff. I got a couple of Xbox games. I've got first here, Shadows of the Damned, and this was a game I was really looking forward to. Like I thought, you know, I love horror games. I like kind of this goofy Suda 51 games. So Suda Goichi and his wacky style and horror. You've sold me. You sold me before the game was on. So Shadows of the Damned was something I had to pick up. And I know it didn't get great reviews and it didn't sell anything, but I'm sure I'm gonna like it. So Shadows of the Damned. And next, Dragon Age 2. So Dragon Age 2, I'm iffy on. I know it got some pretty, you know, negative reviews because it's really different from the first Dragon Age. And I like the first Dragon Age, but I wasn't, like, super invested in it. Like, I don't really care if the system changes at all. So maybe I'll like Dragon Age 2. Maybe I'll like it more than 1. I don't know. Maybe not. My friend who played it didn't like it all that much. So, I don't know. Dragon Age 2, maybe it'll be good. And I got this game, Deus Ex. And Deus Ex was a game I was really looking forward to because back in the day I had a Mac for my PC, and I played games on the Mac, a lot of games on the Mac. And Deus Ex was the original Deus Ex was one of those games. So I played the original Deus Ex a lot, and I really liked it, despite the fact that I don't really like first-person shooters. I almost never play first-person shooters, and Deus Ex is like a kind of an exception for me. All of the first-person shooters I own were gifts, actually. Or games like my friends were all playing, so they demanded that I have it, so they send me a copy. That happens. So I have Halo 3 and Halo Reach, which I wouldn't have bought if my friend didn't give them to me to play with everybody online. So, but anyway, I actually, unrelated to this, I actually liked Halo Reach a lot. I don't normally like first-person shooters, but Reach was a good game for me. I don't know why. But Deus Ex, I'm hoping it's good as the first one at least. If it's half as good as the first one, I'll be happy. So, Deus Ex. And lastly here I got this thing. It's called Everybody. I don't know what it is. I know what it is because I read the back of the box. I haven't played it yet. But when I ordered it, I had no idea. I ordered it online. I was like kind of randomly buying stuff from a shop, and it was super cheap and on sale. So I just, you know, it was such a small amount of money that I just figured, even if it's awful, I don't care. It was so cheap. So Everybody on the Xbox 360 turns out to be a party game. And it's got 37 types of mini-games, and it looks like it's probably a Japanese-only game because it looks really Japanese-themed. So, like, it looks like undecipherable mini-games to a Western audience. Like, it could be totally awesome for all the wrong reasons. It could be just bizarre, which I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's not just like 37 crappy minigames. So maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, but who knows? It's called Everybody, if you're interested in picking it up yourself. So that ends current gen stuff. Stepping back a generation, I got one original Xbox game, and this game is Otogi, and actually it was recommended to me by Josh over at Games of War, and he also has it in one of his videos, and I thought it looked good, and generally I like kind of hack and slash games, so Otogi I picked up. Probably awesome. And moving back another generation, we've got this right here, PlayStation 1 game, Star Gladiator. And Star Gladiator is from that brief period where Capcom thought it would be an awesome idea to make 3D fighters, and that didn't turn out so well. So I've never actually played Star Gladiator, but my expectations were really low considering Capcom's other 3D offerings. But yeah, Star Gladiator, I actually recognize some of the characters from some of the other, one of the Capcom versus games, maybe Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Hayate is in it. Maybe he's in Marvel vs. Capcom 2? I don't know. I don't really remember which game he's in, but Hayate is in it. So I recognize some of the characters, though, from this and SNK vs. Capcom card fighters. But besides that, not much. So moving on to the Sega Saturn. I picked up this game here, which is, it looks like Ronde in English, but it's actually pronounced Rondo for some reason. And here, Rondo here is a Saturn strategy RPG. And it's made by Atlas, and it's part of the Majin Tensei game. Majin Tensei series, sorry. And Majin Tensei series is like Shin Megami Tensei, but the strategy RPG version. So if you played Devil Survivor, think of it like that. But the playstyle is a little different. It's still a strategy RPG, but there's demons and things like the other Shin Megami Tensei games. And yeah, it came out for the Saturn, and after that, this series kind of disappeared, which is too bad, actually. But I don't think any of these ever got an English translation, so maybe no one else cares. But Majin Tensei is a pretty good series, so if you can speak Japanese, check it out. But Ronde here on the Saturn is, I don't know, an Atlas game, so you know it's probably good. And I also got another fighter on the Saturn. It's Garo Densetsu 3, which is Fatal Fury 3 in English. And Fatal Fury is a great series. I know if you haven't played Fatal Fury, you're kind of missing out on fighters. It's really a good series. And I remember playing Fatal Fury along with Street Fighter 2 around the same time. And I remember liking both of them, so even though I'm more of a Capcom guy, SNK fighters I really enjoy. And Garo Densetsu 3, Fatal Fury 3 is a good game. So, moving on. The last chunk here, I picked up a bunch of PC Engine games. And they're mostly fighters, so I like fighters. I like a lot of fighters. But mostly SNK and Capcom fighters, and you'll see that when I continue. So, I got another SNK fighter here. It's Garo Densetsu 2, which is Fatal Fury 2 for the PC Engine. And this is a PC Engine arcade CD, so it needs the arcade system card to run, or a Turbo Duo. Well, I mean a PC Engine Duo. Probably it doesn't work on the Turbo Duo. I don't know. But, yeah, Fatal Fury 2, also Fatal Fury, good game. SNK makes some good fighters, so Fatal Fury 2. And here's a game, not a fighter, but I didn't actually know this existed on the PC Engine, and I saw it, and I was all types of excited. It's, this is, you can probably tell by the cover what it is, but the Japanese is Juoki, which means, it really means, like, Beast King story or something, but like, in English it's Altered Beast, so Altered Beast on the PC Engine. So it's a PC Engine CD game, so you know the sound at least is better than the Genesis version. It's pretty much arcade perfect. The sound is arcade perfect. I think it looks a little better than the Genesis version, actually. I don't know why. I like this version better than the Genesis version, actually. And I didn't play a ton of it, but I played a bit of it, and the sound is definitely better than the Genesis version, but if you don't have the arcade version somehow, this one is probably your best bet. So, Altered Beast on the PC Engine. And back to Fighters. I actually owned this game already on the TurboGrafx, but that's in the US and I don't have that stuff now, so it's like not having it. So I picked up another one, and this is Fighting Street on the PC Engine. And again, it's a CD game. And I know the original Fighting Street, or Street Fighter 1 here, doesn't get any love. Nobody likes it. I mean, admittedly, it controls terribly. It's really stiff, and, like, you have all this bizarre delay when you do stuff. But I had this when I was a kid, and I can't hate on it. I really like it. So, I really like this game, Fighting Street, for the PC Engine, even though most people don't like it. And the bonus to the PC Engine one is that you can actually map special moves to buttons, so it makes life a whole lot easier. You can do special moves. You can spam fireballs in Street Fighter 1. It's like unheard of. So, good thing here. And finishing out my PC Engine Street Fighter collection, I got Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition for PC Engine. And this one isn't a CD. It's actually a Hue card. And it's one of those special Hue cards where the you can't really see it, but it's got the extra thick bulbous part here. It's like the Hue card had a baby and it's carrying it on its back or something. Like it's for extra RAM or extra memory on the card, so it can actually fit everything on the card. Which is why this version of Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition is probably the best version. Better than the Genesis version, better than the Super Nintendo version. It's, in my opinion, the best version of Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. Well, on home consoles. 16-bit home consoles, I mean. Obviously, they did arcade perfect ones later on. But at the time, this one, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, was the best one. So, I always wanted this. So I finally picked it up. And lastly, not a fighter. It's, this is a game that, has a nice spot in my heart here for, it's, Populous. Populous on the PC Engine. And I've never played this on the PC Engine. When I was young, I had this on the Super Nintendo, and I obsessively played it. I played through this game entirely so many times. I can't even remember. I just played it obsessively. I loved this game so much, Populous. And there's versions of it everywhere. Like, there's PC versions, there's an Amiga version, which I also had. And, yeah, this Populous, it's kind of like a god simulator made by Bullfrog Entertainment. I think it's Bullfrog Entertainment. This one is actually ported by Hudson. But it's originally made by Bullfrog, which is Peter Molyneux, who made the Fable series. His company, previous company, I guess. But, yeah, Populous is a great series. There's a sequel, I think only one sequel that I know about. There might be more. But Populous, if you haven't played Populous, please play Populous. Even though it's probably a little outdated now, it's still a fun game. And I picked it up because, mostly for nostalgia, but also because I really want to play through it again. So, Populous on the PC Engine. I hope it's at least as good as the Super Nintendo one. If it is, I'll be really excited. Because, good game. So, that ends my pickups, my recent pickups, and I picked up some other stuff for other people, but it's not really my pickups, so I won't show those. They can show them later if they want to. But, yeah, that'll finish my pickups for, I don't know, past 2 weeks, week and a half maybe. But, I should probably slow down on pickups and do some other stuff. So, yeah, see you guys later.